Well, hello everyone. I'd like to welcome you to Tennessee Valley Family Services. We are an agency that works with homeless, runaway, at-risk youth, kids that are abused, and the correlation of human trafficking and exploitation of kids. Our age frame is 16 to 22. We do housing. We help them get their education, jobs, trauma therapy. We do a lot of different groups and individual therapy, and the kids actually live in the home, and they purchase a car and they get insurance, they have a curfew, they do 5 hours a week community service. We're the only agency in the state of Alabama that houses these type of youth that are in this age frame. And we work with kids aging out of DHR and foster care system. We take kids from all over Alabama, and I've had them as far as from Alaska that have been trafficked or that are homeless. And usually when a child is homeless or they've been abused, then the correlation of the human trafficking falls into place because they fall prey out into the streets, living on the streets, to the human traffickers. And we have a lot of kids that have been human trafficked. I am a survivor of human trafficking, and I also am the executive director for Tennessee Valley Family Services, and we are in the middle of a huge campaign because we need a remodel. We need a remodel to get our DHR licensure to be able to work with our 16, 17-year-olds and be able to house them here. Right now I'm doing a service linkage letter to be able to house them and then transport them during the day. And they don't get the full benefit of the program if they're having to be living somewhere else, and we're transporting them back and forth that way. Also, in order to keep our funding, our grant is coming up, and we have to have a remodel done and be handicap accessible. And we've already got an architect that's drew up the plans, and now we're in the middle of raising the money to be able to keep this program open. And it's very vital because these kids don't have no place else to go, and we are their family. We're going to do a walkthrough of the program house itself and show you some of the things that we are desperately in need of help getting done. We've already raised $27,000, and it's going to take us $150,000 to do the total remodel. There's a donation link that'll be at the end of this video that if you would like to donate monetarily, you can go to our website. Also, if you would like to donate sheetrock, plumber, plumbing supplies, toilets, sinks, whatever we can use for our remodel, it's a tax write-off, and it will also be a blessing to see that the kids still have a home, they have a roof over their head, and they're able to get the services they need to be able to not be a victim of human trafficking or homeless or abusive situation. This is our dining room, and what our plans are is to bring this wall, and we are going to have to take some of our dining room off in order to make a bathroom that's handicap, that will be handicap accessible just behind this wall. Okay, this is our kitchen area, and as you notice, we have some cracks in the floor that we're needing to get replaced. And we're going to take this wall that's to my left out and move it to my right over here and just open this back up since we're having to take a little bit of our dining room off. We're going to have it open there. So if anybody is interested in, like a contractor is interested in looking at our plans and wants to help or give us a bid, please contact us. Down here we are looking at our office area, and with this being our office area, our social worker is over there and we need more privacy, so we've got to close off some of that area and make it a closed-in office specifically for her so that she can work with the youth that we serve. And as we go through, you will see that we don't have much space. We've got to come out. And so this right here will be widened up and the floor will be brought up. We do have the concrete already promised and donated to raise the floors up. And this is one of the children's rooms. This is one of our children's rooms, and it has a bathroom, but it has to be handicap accessible. Do you need me to turn on the light? And once it's handicap accessible, then this will house one female. And we do need, we have all the paint donated. We do need a painter, and we have some people that's willing to volunteer to help do any work that needs to be done. However, we do need licensed people for our electricity, plumbing, and so forth and so on as far as that goes. This is our storeroom, and as you can see, there's not much space between me and the storeroom. So what we're doing is we will have to go out, and eventually in just a few minutes we'll walk outside and show you that we're going to expand, take this wall and build another room outside of here. This is our laundry room and our storeroom. This is the second part of our storeroom where we have to go to the washer and dryer, and if we have a child that has a handicap or a staff that's been hurt, they can't get in. And by the guidelines of the state of Alabama, because we are a program that works with kids that are underage, we have to have, all of our areas have to be the handicap accessible code. This is the door that leads into our storeroom, and we plan on bringing this out and to this area right here and closing all of this in order to make one huge storeroom. And in the corner I will have a little office just for me, and also for my bookkeeper. And we will share an office. We plan on expanding out past this way and have another bedroom and a bathroom with a double vanity. And the room will house 3 more youth, 3 more female youth, or 3 more males, whichever the case may be. We may have to switch sides of the house. But we're going to build a bigger bedroom and a bathroom, and that will make it handicap accessible all the way down, and house 3 females or 3 males, whichever the case may be, because we work with both. We work with all nationalities, not all ethnical groups, and our roof has rotted up in this area and fell down. We had to take the rest of it down. So we're trying to do an overlay so the kids can be able to come out and grill and just be able to do therapy outside and get sunshine, lift weights. And we've also got some game things like foosball table and a miniature pool table and things that was donated to us, so we're wanting to have them a little game area out here. This is one side of the house, and right here to my right is a bathroom that we were talking about in the dining room, having to take some of the wall out to move it forward so we can make it handicap accessible. As you see, our floors need to be refinished and redone, and we're hoping that we just need to sand them down and restain them and polyurethane them and make this bathroom and all of our doorways handicap accessible. The hallway is already handicap accessible but this is our, right now, as it sets, is our file cabinet room. And we're moving it out into the back where my office will be once this is completed, and plus we're putting a storage unit out back in order to lock up files. This is one of the bedrooms for the youth, and it houses 2 youth. According to the DHR guidelines, it is fine as far as being for 2 kids. However, DHR says that the staff has to have, because we do have staff that stays 24 hours around the clock here, has to have a bedroom and a bathroom. So what we're doing is making this room smaller and enlarging the bathroom that's connected to it in order to make it handicap accessible. By the time that we get through with the total remodel, we'll be able to house 3 more youth than what we house now, which is 7. So we'll be able to house 10 youth and be able to get them more successful and be able to get them transitioned out and they come home for the holidays because they don't have family. A lot of our kids, their mothers are in prison, fathers are in prison. Mother or father may be a drug addict, maybe selling them for drugs or to pay their bills. We've had kids come from all walks of life and have been through a lot of trauma, and our success rate is amazing. God has really blessed us in a lot of ways with our success rate. Of course, the kids get mad at us, but that's part of their room. We have 2 youth in here, and this is their room. The kids are allowed to decorate the rooms any way they choose. We're hoping that we're going to have groups that are going to adopt a room and be able to work with the kids fixing up the room once the remodel is complete. A lot of work, we need painting, and we've patched some holes, which I'm not the best patcher, but we've patched some holes and in here because we do have kids that have, you know, disorders where they are traumatized sometimes and they have anger, and we have to work through that anger. When you first come into the door, when you first come in, it says welcome to our home, because that's what it is a home. It's a home for kids that have nobody or no place. When they come in, we have a board to my right that the kids write different things on, affirmations. It's a chalkboard that one of the churches come in and did some painting and made the board for us, and the kids love it. They come in, they write if they're having a bad day or if they're having a good day, or just welcome is what one of the kids put on there. And our floors in here need to be refinished, and we need a little bit of we're going to cut down just a little bit of this room to make another room a little bit bigger. So that's going to make our living room a little bit smaller. We already have paint, all the paint. We already have someone that's donating the concrete. We need a contractor that will oversee the whole project and make sure that we are up to code on everything and pull the codes from downtown. I don't know exactly what they're called, but there's the permits so that we can do the project. We have to have a contractor to do that, and we are taking different bids from different contractors, and we're looking for donors, and we're going to donate a wall to our donors. We have packages of what our agency is about, what we do, and how the donation part works, and the plaques that we're going to put up, and that way everybody knows everything about us. And if you're interested in being a donor and you want a packet, just please give me a call at 256-426-0770. If you have a contractor, or if you are a contractor, please give me a call, and let's talk and see where you're being led to help us, and what we can do to help these kids together. It takes a community to help these kids. Not one person can do it, not 2 or 3. It takes all of us being involved in order to help them be successful in life. And our kids go to college, they buy a car, they get insurance, they get their GEDs, their IDs, they get therapy, they have family, and most of them don't have family. There are a few that we have had that family has been involved, and we have been able to make that connection with their families, but very few. Most of our kids are actually kids that their parents have prostituted out for drugs, or prostituted out to pay a bill, or their parents are in prison, or their parents are dead, and they don't have nobody, no family members that want to take them in and take the responsibility of raising them. So we are falling into an epidemic of homeless and runaways and at-risk and abused kids that are falling prey to human trafficking. So we're fighting 2 battles, which is homelessness and human trafficking of kids that are falling through the cracks between the ages of 16 and 22. And we actually have another service linkage that we work with 12 to 17-year-olds that I'm able to get them off the street and get them into a program to help them. The youngest that we've had that has been human trafficking has been 12 years old. During a sting that happened, the youngest that was brought out was 6 weeks old. It's sad when we think of a 6-week-old being in a house of prostitution that is ran by a predator, which is actually human trafficking. People don't understand what human trafficking is. Human trafficking is anything that you do to a person by selling them, buying them, trading them, or using them. It's not, that's what human trafficking is making money off these kids, using them for drugs. We're becoming we are the #2 crime in the United States right now, and we're fast growing to the #1 crime in the United States. It has raised from a $30 billion industry in the past 3 years to $160 billion. That's a lot of money that's in crime, and it's in our youth. And kids are going in and recruiting out of schools. We need your help to remodel this house and this program, and to help combat and be able to help more kids be successful and not get trapped in homelessness and human trafficking. Now, this is our outside front, and the ceiling or the roof is metal that's been attached, and it's leaking, and it has caused, we have huge water spots. When it rains, the kids can't even come out on the front porch. They'll get soaked, and our porch is needing to be redone. And in our office area that was showed earlier, we are going to have a handicap ramp that comes through there up into the kitchen, and it's going to come through a door that's going to be on the side of the building. We will need a new heating and air unit in order to cover the amount that we are adding on and what we have already. We may need 2 units. I'm not for sure how that really works, but we, the contractor would know, that ends up helping us, and we're just fully relying that someone or some people will see this and understand that we need help. We need help remodeling our program in order to keep it open and keep our funding to be able to rewrite the grant and be in our guidelines of our grant without a service linkage letter. And we're very transparent. If you'd like to come in and visit with me, or if you want to come in and look at our books, we are an open book. We want to be transparent because you're donating to us. It is your money, and we want you to know what your money is being used for. And that's the way it should be. And so my information will be at the end of this video, and you can call me anytime, day or night. I work 7 days a week. I'm on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just in case a kid is in need of help or if something is needed at the program. And my phone number is 256-426-0770. Again, on my business card will be showed at the end, and it has our donation link and our address. We hope that you'll pray about helping us, and that you'll let God lead your heart, and know that you would be doing amazing by reaching out and helping these kids. It's been awesome. We've got a 98% success rate of all the kids that's come through the program. We've lost 1 back to the streets, and it hasn't been easy on any of them. And staff works very hard, and we love what we're doing, and it's a passion. And we're asking for help from our community, and from anybody that sees this. If you would like to help, we'd greatly appreciate it, and I will make sure you get a tax write-off, and also I'll send out a letter of thank you. And I just want you to know that thank you for watching this video, and we greatly appreciate it, and we hope that you will consider helping the cause to save homeless, runaway, at-risk youth, kids that are abused in human trafficking.